At the point when Zhao Liying blows the advanced style and Hao contributes the principal single following 5 years, Li Guangji has a remark. Assuming control over the recording of The Breeze Blows Penelope might be the most horrendously terrible decision Zhao Liying made. After Zhao Liying's satisfaction to 10 a great many homes was communicated, another cutting-edge show Fang Blows Penelope likewise came. However, what everybody didn't know was, Yangzi likewise battled for this job, yet didn't be able to play it. The first legend was really not Hao, in light of the fact that Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo performed entirely in Yufei, which made the coordinator anticipate their new show. In any case, when the news emerged, it quickly caused disappointment among the enthusiasts of the two gatherings, in light of the fact that in the past Yufei, they felt that Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo didn't have a feeling of CP, and they were not quite so famous as the past outfit dramatizations, so in such a circumstance the chief had no real option except to pick another male lead. Since the picture of Tong Xiaoqi is that he lost his mom when he was youthful, he framed a group of 3 with Su Bangsha and Shen Yuyu. Due to his adoration and honesty, he showed the relentless man a thing or two for the champion, and wound up hunching down him for a long time. There is a feeling of uninhibitedness in itself, so the financial backer at long last chose an Hao. Albeit a ton of exertion was spent in projecting the cast, after the show was communicated, it actually experienced a great deal of questions. For instance, some netizens said that Zhao Liying's demeanor didn't fit this job, in light of the fact that in the first novel, Su Bangsha is a genuinely smart individual. Cow, a social cow who is truly adept at taking care of things, so she turns out poorly with Zhao Liying. Certain individuals likewise said that assuming Chen Shulei was given a role as the courageous woman, he would be more reasonable than Zhao Liying. So what is your take of the chief's projecting? The host of Wind-Blowing Penelope is so strong, the melody traverses 2 centuries, yet additionally has in excess of 20 artists. At the point when the chief was getting ready for the shooting of Fang-Blowing Penelope, to all the more likely fit the characters in the play, he burned through the greater part of the assets on the host, which was essentially the roof of the host. Talking about existence, keeping any memories is difficult. What is significantly more startling is that Tong Xiaoqi, played by Hao, has a person tune. The chief initially believed that pariahs should deliver it. Subsequent to finding out about it, Hao stepped up to the plate and found the chief and communicated that he needed to sing for Tong Xiaoqi. He plays sorted out the part obviously. You should realize that Hao was likewise a vocalist, so the chief consented to his solicitation, so Hao sang a melody Yuhuan for Tong Xiaoqi, trusting that he will just have happiness in his next life, and regardless of how warm gifts are, they are just 50% of life, which is additionally Hao's most memorable single following 5 years. The chief creates music for the characters, yet additionally many plots without lines in the play are communicated by these musics. Notwithstanding the signature melody sung by the youthful vocalist Ma Bai, even the arrangement of the interval is additionally extremely lavish. Huxia, Chen Lining and different artists to assist, the team additionally uncommonly created exemplary tunes. For example, when Su Bangsha returned home to acquire cash, the little cabbage played by his sister on the accordion sang about Su Bangsha's life. Maybe along these lines, Wind-Blowing Penelope got rave surveys inside a couple of days of its transmission, so pick up the pace and find the show moving along. This should be the coolest, pretended by Li Guangji, and he even crushed his close buddy Fang Jianyi with a wine glass. While planning to shoot Penelope, the job of Zhao Liying turned into an issue, and the chief couldn't track down a reasonable competitor, on the grounds that in the first novel, Su Bangsha was a normal-looking, pudgy female business visionary. The Zhao Liying that the chief has proactively chosen doesn't adjust to the person picture of the first work, so it is difficult to track down the person Zhao Liying as per the principles of the first work, in light of the fact that the connection between Su Bangsha and Zhao Liying was dubious toward the start, so the two entertainers can't be 2 CP. Accordingly, there are many reports that the male hero is Cheng Yi. Obviously, the chief thought about him, yet he needed to surrender for certain reasons. Luckily, he tracked down a more reasonable competitor, the entertainer Li Guangji. Albeit Li Guangji and Zhao Liying are a couple of years separated, they don't appear to be connected. All things considered, large numbers of the entertainers Zhao Liying worked with before were famous stars. For Li Guangji to assume this part, the chief let him know that this job is excellent. Zhao Liying was seeing someone, she could thrash her great sibling Fang Jianyi indignantly, so subsequent to getting the encouragement to assume the part, Li Guangji joyfully acknowledged the job. 02. I went to watch The South Wind Knows My Brain for Cheng Yi, yet was drawn in by 32-year-old Li Xinze. Could it be said that you are significant? When will the South Wind in February 2010 have the option to catastrophe for the hearts of the crowd? The cutting-edge show The South Wind Knows My Psyche, delivered by the popular dress industrial facility Huanruji, was effectively finished toward the start of 2001. Almost 2 years have passed now, and the last one has such a long build-up. Then Yang Xiaozin's The Remainder of Life was effectively sent off. Despite the fact that the last score insights of The Remainder of Life are great, the crowd actually has a ton of disappointments. All things considered, what Metropolitan shows eat as a period reward, on the off chance that they are squeezed for a really long time. Not exclusively are the lines of the plot effectively obsolete, however the ensembles will likewise become obsolete. As solid as The Remainder of Life, there are these two issues. Accordingly, each and every individual who is anticipating the South Wind desires to shoot it in the virus winter. It very well may be lifted up while the snow is falling, making it an endearing fortune in winter. A cutting-edge show that has been recorded for quite some time can in any case remain on the hot rundown occasionally. As of now, the absolute fame of this show in general organization has surpassed 10 billion. The significant justification for why it became famous before it was communicated is the legend Cheng Yi. Cheng Yi is a slow developer, and his traffic has taken off in 2 years. He is quick to pick a messed up metropolitan legend, with bangs that are loaded with energy. For media outlets, the sooner you become popular, the better. She was just 14 years of age when she appeared. Indeed, even following 10 years of difficult work in the business, he is just 24 years of age. Guan Xiantuang, who appeared as a youngster star, can't count the shows on 2 hands. Accordingly, he is just 25 years of age now, and he isn't viewed as excessively old among the 95 blossoms. Be that as it may, there are individuals who become popular early, and there are family members. The fortune that has been lethargic for a long time, and as a last seen, Cheng Yi has a place with the last option. He has entered the circle very well, and the organization will set up for him to act. Regardless of whether it is a thrill ride or stressing quality, he won't deny it, and on the off chance that there is no film, he will concentrate on his own solidarity. Along these lines, he remained in the circle for a couple of years and assumed a few driving parts, yet there was no success. Until his self-restraint was spotted by the overseer of Liu Li, and he played the extraordinary job of Yu Sifan. From that point forward, he has turned into a number one in the organization's eyes and has been famous for 2 entire years. His own traffic has ascended as opposed to falling, and his news broke 1 million preferences. The support brands keep on coming in a steady progression, and the business viewpoint has likewise kept up. From Yu Sifan to Dijin, he plays left 2 exemplary parts in the ensemble circle. As a matter of fact, he has proactively changed the current shows early, and Fu Yunshan's personality is no less astounding than his old ensembles. He can be almost 30 years of age, however showcase the feeling of obliviousness that Yu Sifan ought to have had when he was 16 years of age. It depends on the expansion of bangs and eyes, which can likewise be seen in Fu Yunshan. In the stills, he is an attractive metropolitan man with 4 or 6 places, however in the goodies, he is a charming kid who is embracing his better half and acting delicate and teasing. The bangs that cover the temple are truly age diminishing. It is for sure right to watch shows for Cheng Yi, however close to him, Li Xinze, who has grown facing his age, is additionally looking great. Going about as a guileless kid, Li Xinze Puteo is brimming with immaturity, or he works differentiating jobs. Li Xinze plays Chen Li in the play and is an old buddy with Cheng Yi. In actuality, he was just under 2 months more youthful than Cheng Yi, and he figured out how to assume the character of his more youthful sibling. In the trailer, he remains with Cheng Yi. Cheng Yi wears shades and places his hands in his pockets. He seems to be a virus man. What's more, he was holding a bunch of enormous red roses, wearing a vest shirt, and his hair was somewhat chaotic. Standing vacantly confused, this scene is essentially similar to the bossy sibling and his credulous more youthful sibling in Examination. Li Xinze, who has gray eyes, was disparaged as Dudu when he played Luo Haojidu. Since he has trimmed his hair, his energetic inclination is considerably more clear in current dramatizations. He was clearly more than 30 when he recorded the show, however he seemed to be an undergrad who hadn't left society. This state without upkeep is truly not something that customary individuals can have. Fascinating that the personality of Chen Li, as Huan Ken, is adorable in the beginning phase and darkened in the later stage. It appears to be that the split between the siblings is a feature of the play. Then, at that point, anticipate the contention between the 2 great entertainers.